challenges that is facing individuals. My name is Adebayo Adiaga, popularly called Mr. Noble. Like I said the other time when I addressed the issue of our mother, Ajibike Akinola, I know a lot of people were saying it's incomplete. But I'm saying now that we have our mother and she's here to give us the complete story of what has happened or what transpired during our journey up to this moment. You know, after that time, a lot of people were saying, no, we need to know what happened. As she started her own ministry, or what is her position now? What has happened to her? They want to see. I said, okay, don't worry. I will have to come back because the other one you're listening to is part one. And this is the part two. I want everybody to sit down and enjoy this touching story. You will love it. Get your paper towel so that you can use it to clean your tears. If you're crying, it's a very touching one. So enjoy it. I introduce to you our mother, Ajibike Akinola. You are welcome on this program.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My motto in life is to hear is human, to forgive is divine.
Good.
When you are a human being, you get hurt all over. Great hurt. People hurt you. So please, it's important to forgive because of tomorrow. And then all these illnesses that came my way, I try not to call it illness. I call it challenges. A lot of people will say it's illness, but I say they are challenges.
Definitely.
And during that time, and up to now, I sunk myself into the book of Job. I was into the book of Job, and that gave me the strength. Because if all this could happen to Job, if all this could happen to our Lord Jesus Christ, and if all this could happen to Job, who is a human being like me, and he survived it, and at the end of it all, God gave him back everything he lost. You know, more than he had before. So I think we stopped in 2015.
Yeah.
When I had this stroke.
Yeah.
After the stroke, I had that time, in 2016, I had 2 lots of pulmonary embolism, which people will call PE, which is a clot in the lungs. You know, when you have clots in your lungs, it's a very deadly thing, you know. But to the glory of God, I survived it, and I had it twice. And the 2 times you'll be on blood clotting injections. You have to take your blood so many times to test it to make sure that the injection the dose is not too high and it's not too low, you know. You go to hospital so many times, and because I'm not mobile, I have to be carried in and out of hospital, you know. So I had that, and that went. And in 2016,
I will see your face, Ma, because...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Is that better?
Yes, that's...
In 2016, I had another stroke.
Oh, sorry, Ma. Before you did that 2015, you were able to survive that stroke in 2015.
Yes, the 2 strokes I had.
You had 2 strokes and you were able to survive them.
Yes.
Did you go back to work, or you were still...
No.
No,
I
you
have
didn't.
not. I have not worked since August 2012. I've not been able to go back to work
Okay. All right.
because of one thing or the other, you know.
Okay. Well, you were able
After,
to, you were able to move around after that 2000.
no,
Okay.
no, not really. Okay. After the 2015 stroke, and before then, because the initial one, from the initial one, I had arthritis in all my joints. I'm very bad in my ankles, my back, and the one in my right knee, they said the only thing that can make my leg to work, my right knee, is to have a knee surgery, which is a knee replacement, that they're going to replace it with plastic and metal. But I said, no, not yet. So then with the stroke that affected my left side, so with my right leg not working and my left side not working, I could not walk, I could not mobilize. So I still had to lie in one place. You know, if I need to go to the toilet or thing, I will have to be taken round. Okay? So I was still in one place when I had the 2 pulmonary embolism on different occasions, which is the clot. And then in 2016, I had another stroke again in April, which affected my left side again. And this time the left side was gone. My face again was to the right side. I could not talk, could not swallow, nothing. I was back into hospital. Fortunately, I had the injection again, which was the 3rd time of having that lethal injection. Because what it does is it makes you to bleed inside your vessels, whereby it will melt the clot. So this time again, he said, sorry, this your 3rd stroke has affected so many parts of your brain. So this time around, we don't think that you will recover from this. So I rejected it. I shook my head because I couldn't talk.
But you understand what they were saying?
Yes, I could hear.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk. But with the system in the country, because they have in the hospital for stroke, the management was fantastic because they have so many people that come to look after you. The people, the swallowing, the speech, the facial, the physiotherapy. You see, maybe like 8 different therapies in a day. And with that, I was really, really positive with my therapy and with the grace of God, because I kept saying, I said, God, these challenges will not kill me. I know that because you said you shall not die, but live to declare your glory.
Yes.
And I will not die. I shall live to declare the glory of God in my life. My children will not lose me because I do not want them to suffer. And I pray to God for grace, compassion, and mercy. You know, that I want God, by His grace, to give me my strength back, to make me whole, to his glory. You know, and I prayed, I said, whatever sin I have committed in the past, please, God, forgive me. Whether known or unknowingly, please forgive me so that your will be done in your life. So, and then before then, I had wanted to travel to Nigeria, you know, because my sister-in-law and my brother, who are pastors in Redeem, they said, okay, if you can come to Nigeria, we'll take you to the Redeem camp, you know, for prayers. So we already bought the tickets, yeah? They were going to take me to Nigeria in May. Then this happened in April. So we kept going. By the second week, to the glory of God again, I started again. Started swallowing. I started going for physio. And God did this wonder. I started talking.
Hallelujah.
So, but it wasn't, you know, I was able to talk, but not that fluent. So when the consultant came, I told the consultant, I said, I have to be in Nigeria on the 17th of May. And this is like the 25th or so of April. He laughed. I said, because I've already bought my ticket, I have something important to do in Nigeria. So I have to be in Nigeria. And when you write my discharge letter, write that I only need one person to accompany me. You know, I will tell you the reason. So he laughed, and everybody laughed, you know, the nurses and things. He was like, you, this woman, why? I can't believe you, you know. Then he left. To the glory of God, I was in Nigeria.
How did you manage to go? That is
well, they were able to discharge me because I got to the stage that I was moving with the Zimmer frame, you know, with the frame. And I was eating, talking. I met all the criteria. So I was discharged home. And then I told the children, I said, I have to go to Nigeria. So they got me prepared. And this Nigeria that I was going, I had to go on my own. There's nobody to go with me. So what we did was we booked assistants, airline assistants, you know. So they put me in my wheelchair. I took my Zimmer frame with me to Nigeria. It's still with my friend in Abuja. I took my Zimmer frame. We got to the airport. They handed me over to the airline. And then when they go to, because I had steroids, so I was steroid maybe to blow up. I was like twice my size now. Then. So when they were about to put me in the third, you know, the seat we booked was too small. So they had to put me in the first class. You see, God, I was booked in the economy. In the economy, but they saw that I was not comfortable. So the head of the team decided that they should put me in first class. So I flew first class to the glory of God, because I've never flown first class in my life.
Wow.
You know, and I didn't expect to be in first class. I took pictures, you know, and sent it to my children when I got to Nigeria that your mom flew first class.
Wow.
So when we got to Nigeria, the team in Nigeria took over the airline and they handed me over to my friend in Abuja. And then we finally got to the Redeem camp when they, at the convention. You know, I was there for about 3 weeks. I was there 2 weeks before the convention. And then, because my brother and the wife, because they are pastors, they have to be there for the all the, you know, events.
Yeah.
So I was there with them. And their next door neighbor, because they have a house in the Redeem camp, their next door neighbor is the head of security for Baba Adeboye, which and is Baba Adeboye's cousin. So he told my sister-in-law that, oh, don't worry. I will speak to Baba. Baba will see your sister. Don't worry about it. You know, I spent 3 weeks in the Redeem camp. I never saw Baba Adeboye. I never saw him, you know, but there was prayers going on, you know, different head of pastors came to pray and things. And God continued slowly, you know. I was doing things more and more.
Let me pause you and ask you one question.
Yeah.
As a medical practitioner,
yeah,
and you believe that in the medical line, they are not really, it's not really working for you, or do you believe in the medical treatment and the spiritual treatment? Is that why you decided to go to Lagos for more for healing? Why not wait for the orthodox medication you are taking? So can you explain that to us?
Yeah, I still continued with my medication.
Yeah.
I never stopped my medication because I took my medication with me and some of them were posted to me.
Okay.
But because when you believe in the Spirit of God, you know, you believe that God does wonders. And you have men of God that you have seen that miracles happen when they pray, and you have people that are attached to them. If they invite you, you don't say no because you don't know what God has got in stock for you. So I believe I did both. I still continued with all my medications and my prayers. Okay?
Yeah.
So after some time in Nigeria, I came back here. And when I came back, I continued with my appointment.
Did you come back the same way you left, or something happened during your stay?
When I was in Nigeria, yeah. Oh, before I came back, yes. Before I came back, there was a crusade by Johnson Suleiman in Abuja. Okay? Even part of what happens to me then, I used to have pain all over my body, very bad pain that comes from my nerve. You know, very terrible pains. So when I got to Abuja, I stayed with my cousin. So my cousin said he goes to Justice Suleiman's church. He said, Justice Suleiman has got a crusade. I want to take you there. I said, fine, no problem. In the morning of the crusade, two housemaids got me ready. They carried me in my wheelchair. We went to this crusade. Yeah. I was at the back. And when the time came for Johnson Suleiman, I have the DVD with me. Okay. This one that I'm saying. When the time came for Johnson Suleiman to pray for people that are sick, so he prayed for everybody. He said, be healed. As he said that, after about 10 minutes, I got up, which I have not done. I got up and my cousin held my hand and I walked from the back to the front, still limping, to the front of the crusade, which was in a stadium. And so my cousin was telling the pastor that, oh, she's from London, she's from London, she's from London, you know. She's come all the way, okay. So Johnson Suleiman held me. He held me and he said, you are healed, go. He didn't pray for me, he didn't, just said, you are healed, go. So we went back home. I came back here. You know, my back was getting better gradually. Because what I believe now is there are some miracles that is instantaneous, and there are some that is gradual.
Gradual, yeah.
So I believe mine is a gradual process because I believe God wants me to learn things as I go along the line.
You're right.
That is my belief. So I came back home. They got me carers. I had carers that comes to look after me. To the glory of God, I was able to see my daughter get married. You know, I was still in the wheelchair, but on the day, I said I want to walk. So I was supported. I walked, you know, up and down. So that's that. And after that, let me see. I had, I still, you know, I told you about the chest infection.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to have regular chest, very high temperature, chest infection that I'll be rushed into hospital. So it's like every 6 months, I might be rushed into hospital like twice. So I was praying that God, please help me. I'm tired of this chest infection, you know. And in 2017, my consultants and my wonderful GP, who is a great man in my journey, you know, I give thanks to God for giving me a wonderful GP, you know, met, and they decided to give me my own treatments, a special treatment of antibiotics, an inhaler that will help me, that when I feel that I'm having this chest infection and I start taking it, it will stop it, you know, after a few days. And to the glory of God, I've not had to go into hospital for the chest infection since then.
Hallelujah.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
So after that, I had another thing in 2018, because I go about in my wheelchair and my walking stick, you know. So I went to my friend's daughter's wedding, then came back from the wedding. I slept.
In UK or in Nigeria?
In UK, I'd come back.
Okay.
I just spent about 3 months in Nigeria and came back.
Okay.
In UK. So came back from the wedding, and the following day, I slept, and I was alone in the house before the carer came. So something woke me up, so I woke up and sat up. And then after a few minutes, I felt my left hand going numb. And I could not breathe on my left side. So immediately, I called the 999. So by the ambulance crew came, my left leg was gone. So we got into hospital. They said they were going to give me the injection, but the consultant said, if we give you this injection, you might die because it's the fourth time that you'll be having this drip. So we don't want to give you because we don't want you to die. So they called my daughter. My daughter said, what do I want? I said, tell them to give me. I will not die. I know by the grace of God, I will not die. If that injection is going to help me, tell them to give me. So she gave them the message. And then the consultant came to me and said, am I sure? I said, yes. Give it to me. You know. So they gave me. And as soon as they gave me, I started moving my hands and my legs a little. So when they did the MRI scan, they found out that it was not a stroke.
Really?
Yeah, but they had the signs of stroke. So they referred me, so many doctors came to see me in the hospital. And they now diagnosed that I had epilepsy. That is a form of epilepsy. Okay. Initially, I argued. I said, no, it can't be. Because all the signs are the same that I had before. So then they sent me for a brain test, EEG, which I did, and it confirmed that it was epilepsy. I said, God, epilepsy again. Where did this come from? Okay. So when I saw the consultant, he said, it's the cause of the scar tissue in my brain from the previous stroke that is causing it. So what usually happens after that is my left leg and my left hand, I will be having tremors that I can feel. So they put me on medication. But I give glory to the church I go to, because my pastor and the wife, they are wonderful. They support. You know, it's called, it's a very small community, you know, church. It's Knock Bridge Church in Basildon, Knock Bridge Pentecostal Church. You know, throughout the period, the pastor and the wife, every Monday, they will come to my house, pray with me. Every month end, they will bring an envelope, they support me. The prayer group comes to my house, pray with me. You know, even when I was still lying down, the prayer group always comes.
Hold on, Mother Ajibike. You said something. You said the pastor comes every Monday and they get you envelope. The envelope, they contain anything, or is it money?
It's money every month.
Is it a Nigerian church? Is it African church or English, or let me say UK church? Are they white people or black people?
Yes, white people.
Oh, no wonder.
But the community were mixed.
Okay.
The church members.
I believe in most of black church. Even if you are dying, I believe
they still expect you to.
They will still expect something from you.
Yes. I will tell you, because I used to go to a Nigerian church, you know, in London. But because I do nights, sometimes I do 7 nights a week, you know. Then when I'm tired, I go to this church that I'm telling you about, you know. But when I got these challenges, my pastor in London, and the wife, they only visited me for 2 Sundays, and I never saw them again.
You see?
You know, but these people that I'm not even their member, I just go there when I can. They stood by me and my children.
Mm.
You know, they do shopping for my children. They bring money. There was a time the whole church, when I was going to Nigeria, the whole church contributed, you know, money for us to add to my ticket money, you know. And the prayer sessions, they even, because of me, they started extra prayer sessions. They come to my house and pray, you know.
Do you know why I ask such question?
I know.
I believe that African church will not come to your house, even if you are dying. They will still most African church, I'm not saying all churches. But they will still want you to give them something.
Definitely.
Even if you're dying, they will still want something from you. You could learn from
definitely.
Yes. The white church did to our mother. They gave every Monday with envelope containing money, currency.
Yeah.
Why can't we do a thing like that?
Yeah.
No, it's a lesson for us. Mommy,
yes.
go on.
Yeah. So, like you said, it's a great lesson for we African churches, you know, to support. It's not only what we get from our congregation, we as church, we should give. It's like the story of what is it? It hasn't come to, but we should help our congregation too. Yeah. By helping our congregation, God will bless our church.
Amen.
You know?
Yeah.
So, after that, then I started the medication for the, changing it. And that went on. And then, after about 6 months down the line, then I started on the right side of my face. One night, I woke up with this pain that was so excruciating that I could not believe. The pain was terrible. I thought it was toothache. So in the morning, my daughter took me to the dentist. The dentist said there is nothing wrong with my teeth. Everything is perfect. We came back home. The pain is on and off, it's not continuous. It comes and goes. So we had to get the ambulance. When I got into hospital, they said there's something called trigeminal neuralgia. Yeah.
I don't know Mommy. I just want to if you are a nurse and you want to ask a question, the question will go directly to Mommy because I'm not in that medical field. So you want to ask anything, you go to direct the question to her directly. So if you're watching right away now, if you have any comment, just leave it behind the comment box. It will reply you back.
Yeah. So that one, there is a nerve here called the trigeminal nerve.
Yeah.
So that pain comes from that nerve.
Okay.
Into the face. And it affects the side of your jaw from the top down. Very sharp, excruciating pain. So I was admitted for that. I was in hospital. They started the medication for that. And then I was discharged. But after that, I kept having it on and off, And to the glory of God, since that last trigeminal admission, The Lord has been so good to me
Mm.
because before then, there is no month that I will not be rushed into the hospital.
Mm.
I have not been admitted into hospital. I've had physiotherapy. My GP has been wonderful.
Mm.
I don't need to, once I message him or call him, you know, he just attends to me, you know,
Mm.
because I cannot go to the practice. He attends to me. He's a wonderful man, the man of God,
Mm.
and I give God the glory,
Mm.
you know. It's Dr. Macaulay.
Okay.
It's wonderful. I thank God for his life.
Thank you,
And
Dr.
yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend. I have a friend who was my colleague. This lady and the husband, from day one of my challenges up to today, they stood by us. Every other person disappeared,
Mm.
but to the glory of God, this couple stood by myself and the children.
Mm.
When I'm in hospital, they're there, crying, weeping with me, you know. And the husband is always saying, this shouldn't happen to Bike, you know. Bike is such a nice woman, you know. She was going to come online, but she couldn't.
Okay.
You know, because up to even every morning, Doreen will say good morning to me. I got a good morning this morning, and that has been going on for over 7 years. When I was in Basildon, because I'm in Kent now, she comes to me once a week. She brings my lunch and her lunch. She spends the day with me. If I need anything done, she comes and does it for me. You know, they said, no matter what happens to you, God gives you one person
Stay with you.
that will stay with you through thin and thick. So I give God the glory. The last session, I thanked my children. I still include my children because they are wonderful and glorious children. You know, I can still say it. They are wonderful. My daughter looked after the children while I was in hospital, got the brother into college, into A-levels. It's called Christ Hospital, you know. Make sure he got into Christ Hospital. Make sure the sister got into university, you know. And the husband is wonderful. Because how many boys we allow the wife to have time for the family? They will say, is it only your family? Out of my own family, you know. But the husband stood by her, no matter what. I really thank the Lord. Now, yes, let's talk about now.
Yeah.
Now.
That is what a lot of people really want. I think to say yes. What is happening now? They are.
Now you can see me.
Put them in a lot of suspense, and they want to know what is happening now.
Now you can see me. I will send a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
To Mr. Adeaga.
Yeah. After this program,
after the program, yes,
you will have the opportunity to see some of the videos, some of the pictures as well. The one when she was in the flight, and when she's at the Redeemed Church of God in Nigeria, and the Pastor Suleiman video as well. You have the opportunity to watch this, all those pictures and videos. Don't go yet. you have the opportunity to watch. Thank you. Go ahead.
So now I'm fit. I'm looking beautiful.
Yeah, you're looking for 35.
I've lost weight, and I'm still losing weight.
Okay.
You know, to the glory of God.
Yeah.
And my mobility, instead of a Zimmer frame,
yeah,
and thing, I now use a walking stick.
Okay.
You know, and sometimes I walk without short distance.
Hallelujah.
You know,
and over how many years now? You've not had any stroke? You've not, like 2-3 years now?
Since
you've not
2016,
had any
no stroke, nothing.
You will tell us the secret later. We want to know the secret. We want to know how you were able to do that.
Okay.
We want to know how you are able to do that.
Okay.
Because a lot of viewers will want to know. They are passing through this kind of problem.
Okay.
Or one of their family or friends, husband.
Yeah.
And they want to have the therapy, the therapy you use in fighting this particular situation.
Yeah.
They want to know how you manage to conquer everything. We believe there is God. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the secret behind it? Is it by prayer? Is it by steady fasting? Is it by the grace of God? Is it because you are a chosen person from God? Or what really? How did you manage to be able to be sound or rest of mind? You don't keep people in your mind. You don't have time to keep grudges. You know, sometimes when you keep grudges and you keep fighting people up and down, it allows your temperature to go up higher, and someone can easily have a cardiac arrest or heart attack. So those are the things I believe that our viewers at home now will want to know. How did you manage to be able to stand and fit like this? 4-time stroke. It's not, I've seen a lot of people who had stroke and they never come out from it. I've seen someone with over 14 years stroke and is still having it now. I've seen a lot of people with stroke and lots of people, everyone is always scared of it. It's just like when someone had a stroke, it's a death warrant.
Yes.
So you had it 4 solid times, different occasions, and you were able to stand. So there's a secret behind it, and we need to know what really happened.
Okay, there are 3 things that helped me. One, is the grace of God and the promises of God. Because God said in Hebrew 13:5, I will never, the last part of Hebrew 13:5, he says, I will never leave nor forsake you. I held on to that, you know, and I believed totally in my God. There is nothing anybody can do that will anger me. No. There are people that will call me and say, oh, auntie or mommy, we have not called you. Are you angry? Are you this? I said, no way.
So, like me too. Sometimes, like yesterday, we're supposed to have this interview yesterday. But I heard you said, I won't get angry with anyone.
Yes, I never get angry.
Okay.
You know.
I think I will emulate that now. I won't get angry with anyone. If I have problem with you, I don't want to get angry with you. I am sorry for
because why I don't get angry is you don't know what that other person is going through. You don't know what is happening to that person. You don't know why that person did not call you. It's not everybody that does things intentionally. There are some circumstances that are beyond people's control. So you are sat there getting angry, and that is affecting your health. So why get angry? Why don't you, like I do, pick the phone, call that person? If somebody does not call you, you call that person.
Yeah.
And say, hello, how are you? When I call, auntie, don't be angry. I say, if I'm angry, will I call you? I won't call you. Or there is a song that when we were little, that song was, I kept that song so dear to my heart. The song is in Yoruba. I will leave Mr. Adiaga to translate it for me.
Okay, no problem.
The song is, Mo fẹ́ kí n dàbí Jésù nínú ìwà pẹ̀lẹ́. Kò sẹ́ni tó gbọ́rọ̀ bínú lẹ́nu rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan rí. That is my...
Yeah, the meaning of that song is, I want to be like Jesus. You never hear bad word from his mouth. That is just the literal meaning of what she has just sung to us now. And, you know, Jesus Christ is always saying good things. You know, sometimes when we talk, we say the other way around to our children, to ourselves, to our businesses. So, you know, different things like that, which are not of the Lord. But mommy said she will always want to be like Jesus, because he never uttered a bad word from his mouth. Thank you, ma. Go ahead, ma.
Okay. And then with that, with all my medication, at night, I take a mixture of garlic, I did not write it down.
Take garlic, cucumber, or which one?
No, garlic, and it's the yellow one that they... Maybe I'll remember later.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Because I didn't know I was going to tell you about that.
Okay.
I will continue and then remember.
Okay.
So we've talked about that. We talked about the religion. And we've talked about, and then you love your neighbor as yourself. It's very important. Anybody you meet, do good to that person, because you do not know tomorrow. Because if I was a bad person, I don't know what will have happened to me. And when you do good, do not wait and say, oh, I did this for this person and the person did not pay me back. Leave it to God. This lady, Doreen, that I said stood by me today, she is God sent. Because everybody left, but she stood by us. So despite everything, God still gave us a family that became our family. You know, and you monitor yourself. Don't just let yourself loose. Because you are sick or you are going through challenges does not mean that that is the end. You still have to try and check yourself.
All the time.
All the time. Your diet, because my diet is very important to me. and I eat the important things, not any rubbish. You know, the vegetables, your fruits, all very important. So 7 a day. They said it used to be 5 a day. Now it's 7 a day.
Yes.
Very important. And to the glory of God again, I had a granddaughter.
Wow.
Who, you know, God has done so much for me that I cannot stop thanking him in my life. You know, I give him the glory.
You are grandma now.
Yes, so. Yeah. So that's my advice. The things that I drink at night, can we go for a quick break so I can?
Okay. All right. We're going for a short break now. I'll come back later.
Telling you about my nighttime drink.
Okay.
It's a mixture of.
Can we see your face very well, ma'am?
Oh, what of now?
Okay. Yeah, better.
Okay. Turmeric.
Okay.
You can either use the roots or the powder.
Okay.
Ginger and garlic.
Okay.
All mixed together. If you are using the roots, you boil them together. Yeah. And then you drink, instead of drinking tea last thing at night, you drink it as if you are drinking tea last thing at night. It's very good antioxidant. And then, like once a week, I boil pineapple a bit with the skin, pineapple skin, and drink it too. That's another good
just the skin. Or
yeah, pineapple skin.
Just with a little.
Skin. Not when you are peeling it.
Yeah.
When you are peeling it, you peel it a little bit with the pineapple.
Okay.
So when you eat the inside part, you boil the skin.
The skin. Okay.
You boil it, and then you drink the boiled one. That is very good too. And it's been very good, you know. And our God is good.
All the time.
You know, like if it's somebody else, all these medications will have caused huge complications. Because there was a time I was taking 30 tablets.
How many tablets?
30. 30. You know, but to the glory of God, I have no complications. You know, and I thank God for his grace, because now I've reduced my tablet. The most important ones now are, you know, just the blood thinning, the pain relief ones, and blood thinning tablets, and the anti-inflammatory. You know, those are the important ones now. So, no, our God is good.
All the time.
He's a merciful God.
Thank you so much.
Just remember, everybody, to hear is human, to forgive is divine. Please, let us forgive each other. Let us move on from situations. Let us not dwell with things of yesterday. It does help. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ma. We really appreciate your the conclusion. It's a very good one. And even the Bible says that we should learn how to forgive 70 times a day. That's what the Bible says.
Yeah.
And if you want to live long and you want to live a healthy life, you need to learn how to forgive. No matter misunderstanding, they're bound to happen. But the ability for you to come together and settle it, that's what makes you a complete human being. So, and like as you've heard, if you are just joining us on this program, we're having an interview with our mother, Ajibike Akinola, who had several stroke attacks, and she was able to overcome all those things with the help of God and some kind of gimmicks that she used in getting herself out of those things. And I believe she had the faith in God, and that's why you can still see her still living. Stroke is like when a death warrant, a death sentence has been sent to someone, and most people don't come out of it. She had 4 times stroke, different occasions, but now she survived it, and she's living healthy. She told us the secret, and if you are just joining us, go back and watch it. And for those of you who joined us right from beginning till the end, I think you've learned something today. And please, when you like it, share and let other people benefit from this. If you have someone that you know that would need this video, don't hesitate to send this video to her. This video will help you a lot. Well, as we're drawing up the curtain today, I remain myself, Adebayo Adiaga, popularly called Mr. Noble. And with me today is our mother, Ajibike Akinola. We are saying, always say, stay and don't look for trouble. When someone offends you, learn how to forgive. That's our message. Learn how to forgive. Mommy, say goodbye to our viewers at home. And until we come again, we might have part 3. When I have any question from what she said, part 3 might come up again. This is what you demanded for. You said, oh, before we go, okay, she said it, she's okay, she's fine, because a lot of people said, what about our ministry? How is she feeling? And she has said everything in a wrapped up way, and everything is there. Go and listen to it. You will enjoy the interview. Well, if there's an opportunity for her to come back again, it will be whatever question people have asked me, and I'll be able to bring her back on the program again so that she can explain that to us. Mommy, say goodbye to them at home.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. God bless you.
Bye, everyone. I'll see you again until I come your way.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.